Does your child have a busy brain? Today I want to go over things that can lead to challenges for kiddos unable to calm their minds and bodies. First up is sleep challenges. When you feel like you're dealing with too much action in your life, typically that comes out as impulsivity, sensory aversions, avoiding loud noises, anxieties, agitations, emotional tantrums, and meltdowns. Consequently, when the brain is too preoccupied and busy handling all this noise, it can't sleep very well, which is the most common side effect. When you have a stressed out, wound up, busy brain, it becomes so stuck there that it can't calm and quiet itself to go to sleep. The second up is speech challenges. With challenges with speech, because communication is a very high-level brain-based function. It's a high motor neuron function, meaning it takes a lot of intricacies and brain power. Therefore, when your child has a busy brain syndrome, they struggle with speech and communication because their brain is really locked and rocked in that busy brain world. Third up is social emotional challenges. Social emotional connection is another challenge that comes from busy brain syndrome. Again, when you're dealing with noise, stress, anxiety, and a child is locked in, they get locked out of social and emotional engaging the way we like to see. So one of the other effects of busy brain syndrome is the lack of social development, emotional regulation, control, and handling transitions. Busy brain syndrome and the perfect storm, that's what we call it, the perfect storm. These kiddos go through a vicious cycle early on through pregnancy, birth trauma intervention, such as emergency C-sections, forceps, vacuum extraction induction, that creates so much stress and noise in the brain. Then we throw in this stressful, toxic world we live in early on when the brain is most impressionable. So the brain goes through a pregnancy in a busy, noisy way, then a delivery in a busy, noisy way, and finally through early childhood development in a busy, noisy, stressful way. The brain gets locked in because it's in protection or busy mode, so it misses out on development, connection, integration, processing, engagement, sleep, and immune development. And as the child gets older, that vicious cycle just keeps brewing because life gets busier and more challenging. The power of the chiropractic adjustment and the vagus nerve. So what we do to help these kiddos, first, we need to understand that the place within the spine and nervous system where the calming, quieting nerve called the vagus nerve is located is right up here at top of the top of the neck, top of the cervical spine. That's why at birth, where we get a big set of hands or a vacuum plunger around the head and pull, twist, yank, really interferes and damages the effect of the vagus nerve, which is what quiets and calms the brain and body. Just putting my hands on the atlas and axis vertebra, putting the lightest, calmest, surest, most certain amount of stimulus to the vagus nerve is like hitting the pause button on a Netflix show. Everything calms, stops, and becomes still. This is a coping mechanism to the nervous system, and when there's interference or what we call a subluxation, it gets in the way of quieting the brain, and these kiddos live a life full of this busy brain, wound up, stressed body system. They move all the time because it's calming, so it's no wonder they don't sleep very well. They can't shut their brain and body off. It's no wonder they don't handle emotions very well because they're idling at 5,000 RPMs. There are way too many kiddos locked in this busy brain and perfect storm, and they don't need to be. Sometimes drugs come in and blanket the storm artificially and make a kid's life better for a portion of the day, but that can't bring about the other negative side effects. That can bring about other negative side effects. Truthfully, it isn't about this or that. There's just such a powerful, unbelievable influence that pediatric, neurologically focused chiropractors offer through safe, drug-free, gentle adjustments. Imagine what many months worth of and dozens of adjustments can do to a child's life. That's what we get to do. So if you are a parent who wants to help your child calm their busy brain and lead a calmer, quieter life, or you know one does, reach out to us, please. And if you're an OT, PT, speech therapist, social worker, or developmental therapist, make sure you reach out to us. When we can go in and quiet a kiddo's brain, think about how much more impactful that therapy would be. you can explode and increase the quality and quantity of your kiddo's life. Hope to hear from you. Have a great day.